Okay. So, good afternoon to one and all present here. I am K. Hema Prasad, Honorary Treasurer from IIF Chennai chapter. On behalf of the Institute of Indian Foundrymen, National Center for Skill Development, and the IIF Chennai chapter, I extend a warm welcome to all the participants, distinguished members, industry professionals, and students who have joined us for today's webinar on Foundry Sustainability through Improvement of QCD, that is Quality, Cost, and Delivery. In today's highly competitive manufacturing environment, achieving sustainability requires continuous improvement in quality, cost optimization, and on-time delivery. We are privileged to have an eminent industry expert who will share his rich practical experiences and proven methodologies on this important topic. Thank you all for your enthusiastic participation. I wish you a highly informative and interactive learning session. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest speaker, Mr. Sandeep C. Kulkarni. Mr. Sandeep C. Kulkarni is a seasoned foundry professional with over 30 years of industry experience in foundry operations, lean manufacturing, quality improvement, and productivity enhancement. He has held different leadership positions, including General Manager, Foundry and Plant Head, yes, successfully implementing lean management systems, Kaizen, 5S, SMED, single minute exchange of dice, and cost reduction initiatives across several foundries. He has conducted numerous technical seminars and training programs for IIF chapters, foundry associations, and industries across India, and is widely recognized for helping foundries to improve profitability, productivity, quality, and sustainability. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome to Mr. Sandeep C. Kulkarni. We look forward to an insightful and enriching session. Thank you. Sandeep sir, you can start, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for the kind words and the nice introduction. So, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Sir. Is the presentation visible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So, thank you once again for the kind introduction and inviting me for this session. Today's topic we are talking about is a foundry sustainability through continuous improvement. That is mainly QCD. So let us start with the presentation. The content we are going to see in today's session are what is the sustainability, growth mindset, present market scenario, technology, quality, and human. That is, make sure we remain in the game, change in the customer requirements, customer satisfaction and delight, cost, quality, and delivery and service. Then waste identification and elimination, value added activities, cost improvements and competitiveness, environmental aspect, and last but not least is the small improvement is equal to big effect. So these are the contents we are going to see. Let us start with the first thing, that is what is the sustainability. So basically in business we are seeing that the business are meant for growing. If the business is not growing, it is not going getting any profits, then definitely that business is slowly coming to the end or to the decline train, and that is not a sustainability. Sustainability is, I can divide it into two basic things. One is the constant your growth should be the growth is happening after the constant performance. So first you have to remain constant in your performance, and then slowly you have to achieve small things and small improvements to grow your business. So that is what is the sustainability is all about. So in achieving the sustainability, we have to see, or we have to balance the economic growth, environmental protection, and social responsibility. This is a new, we can say, definition of sustainability. Earlier, the definition of sustainability was just to improve upon the profit, just to get more and more productivity, just to improve the quality. But nowadays, with the local to global aspect, the world coming together, there is no boundaries across the globe. What is the new definition of sustainability is not only to achieve your profitability or gain your profitability, to balance not only economic growth but as well as environmental protection and social responsibility. These are two additional thoughts has been added in the terms of this sustainability. That is why it is very very important nowadays to not only look only in your company or across your company, but outside your company about the environment, about the social responsibilities. So these are very important terms that has to be addressed by each company or each industry or each individual to grow across. So in that, we can say key points will be efficient use of resources. Resources not only related to your foundry or related to your industry, like a human or your machines or your raw material, but apart from that, the natural resources are also important. Nowadays, we know the importance of water, we know the importance of diesel and petrol, we know the importance of sand we are getting. Some of the other day all these things are going to be on shorter side, some of the other day it's going to be vanish, and what will be next? So that we have to think today so that we can able to give or hand over something good for our next generation. So efficient use of resources is very very important. Reducing waste, that is why waste is important. We have to reduce the waste so that you can prolong the importance or prolong the usage of these resources. Pollution is also important factor. We have to reduce the pollution because it directly affect your environment and the overall we can say life cycle of our industry. Long-term business growth is very important for the economical growth. You have to think long-term, not only short-term. We normally think about today, but not only today. We have to think about the this quarter, this year, and next 5 years also, because this way we can able to grow. Otherwise, next 5 years we are not thinking anything about, or you are not planning anything about. Then after the 5 years, you can understand the things have been changed drastically, and the technology has changed drastically, and you have not adopted that, and then your sustainability will be in a very very difficult situation. So that is why you have to think on a long term basis. You have to prepare your pupil, your team, your resources accordingly. Responsible use of energy and material, that is again we can say a very important factor is environment and the social responsibility. Creating value for society and sketchholder, that is stakeholder, that is very another important factor, because society is also important nowadays, because social responsibility is what going to be a key factor in coming days. The benefits from this we can say is reduce operating costs. We can reduce the cost because of eliminating the waste, improve brand reputation. That is very important because it is the when the supplier is looking for a customer, then definitely he will look for the brand. Our customer is looking for the supplier, he is also looking for the brand. So brand name is important. For example, we go to any, we have to purchase a car, then we go to the brand like a Tata Motors or Maruti or Audi or BMW. So the brand name is also important. So you have to improve your brand name. Compliance with regulations and long-term profitability. Long-term profitability is another important factor, because without profit we cannot sustain. Without profit we cannot grow. So that is also an important factor. Growth mindset, and for all this we have to have a growth mindset. We can't live in a very limited mindset. Normally we have a thought process कि मेरा आज मेरा काम चल रहा है तो ठीक है, चल रहा है वैसे चलने दो. But somewhere you have to have a long term vision, long term goals in your mind, कि मुझे ग्रो करना है, आई हैव टू बी देयर आफ्टर 5 years, आफ्टर 3 years, और वो जो माइंडसेट है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ ग्रोथ माइंडसेट. So organization with a growth mindset continuously seek improvements and innovation. So innovation is another important terms which is coming in nowadays, and it will be a very important you can say distinguishing factor between the successful industry and the non-successful industry. So we have to work on the improvement and the innovative ideas from your team. Learning from mistake is important. Try to learn from the others mistake, not by your own mistake most of the time, because it will take you back a little bit. So try to understand the stories of other industries, other successful industries, successful person, and try to get a lesson from that, learn from their mistakes and improve yourself. So continuous skill improvement is going to be a key factor, because skill is going to be always in demand in coming years, because uh, we all know the foundry industry. We are saying it is a dark industry, dangerous industry. It is a not very popular in young generation. So we have to improve the skill of whatever person, what are resources we are getting. We have to improve their skills and yeah, make them more and more competent, so that our business can grow. uh, Embracing challenges are there. Encouraging innovation has to be there to take charge in the coming days. Then positive attitude toward change, that is an important factor, because change is the only constant. It is not that you say I will not going to change. You have to get with the change. For example, GST, or we can say Notbandi, has make a lot of things, lot of declaration has been come at that particular time when it has been happened. We have most of us not accepted that change, but because that has been forced on us, we have to adopt the change. So it is very important that whether we will change as per our wish, or we are waiting for situation to change ourselves, because we don't have any other option. So that is going to be key factor in the long run. So we have to make our mindset so that we adopt the changes. We are wishing to change the new technology, or new ideas, or new processes, new material. All these things are coming, and we have to adopt all these things by our own wish. The benefits out of it will be better problem solving ability. This is going to be a biggest uh, term in the coming days. The problem solver will be a biggest asset in your company, because there will be always, in foundry we are facing problems right from in the morning up to evening, or up to the night, because there are almost something happening in the foundry. Some issues are always coming, rejections are there, breakdowns are there. We have to face the challenges from the customer complaints, or customer uh, new developments. All these things will be always there. So tackle that, we have to have a good problem solving ability. We should have a good person with good resources. We can able to solve the problem effectively and efficiently. So increase employee engagement, that is also important. When you treat your employee with a better way, their engagement, because it is very important to have employee engagement. Because normally what happen, it is just like they are coming and just inwarding and doing their work and going back, but it is not sufficient for your organization or for industry to grow. You require their engagement, their ownership, their dedication, because it will only help you when you are in trouble or you need to grow, because they will help you in innovating, they will help you to improve, they will help you to come out of the problem. So increase employee engagement will always be on the top priority for industry. Higher productivity is also going to be important, because it will reduce your cost, it will reduce your overheads, it will reduce your fixed cost, and improve your profitability in the long run. Now we are going to see a market scenario. What is the present market scenario? And that is going to be a key factor in all this aspect of sustainability. The present market scenario is successful organization balance advanced technology, product quality, and human capability. That is why I call it QCD, quality, cost, and delivery. So advanced technology is going to be a very important, and it will be a future because we are doing when I started it was in hand molding, then alpha line came, now it's in high pressure line. Few years back it was a cupola in furnaces, then we have induction furnaces, now IGBT high technology induction furnaces have been there. Pouring, we have a hand shack, then we have pouring ladle with T spout, then we have Atopore and smart pouring new technologies like Atopore or other bigger technologies which are coming. So it has been technology is growing always. It has been increasing. It has been evolving with the time. Similarly, customers' requirement for product quality has also improved. They need better and better quality. They need inbuilt quality. They need better surface finish. They need better aesthetic look. And that is why product quality is also important. Human capabilities are important because only those human capabilities can help, then only we can able to improve our but at the same time the innovation come from the people, so people are also going to be a biggest asset for you always. With this technology enhancement we go up to automation. Digitalization is going to be a key factor in future. We all know earlier we are writing a log sheet, now there are the machines, there are the our equipments which are directly recording the data on your PC, or it has been digitally displayed, it has been digitally emailed to you. You can see a live data of your company. So all this digitalization is helping you to analyze the things better, to make them more efficient, make them more cost effective and more productive. So it is always going to be help to the industry for growing their capabilities. Then AI and data analytics are coming very strongly. I think in future we have problem solving through data analytics, and AI will help you to improve your productivity, quality, and to resolve your problems also. So that is also important factor, that this automation, digitalization, and AI and data analytics will help you in improving your growth pattern. We go to quality. As I told you, inbuilt quality is important. Now, inspection is not used as a very, we can say, respectful term, because inspection is a post-mortem activity and it is a non-value added activity. So every customer wants a quality in your product in inbuilt fashion. They don't want an inspected product to their door. So that is going to be an important factor. We have to work on how we can use our innovations, how we can use our improvements, how we can use our all the skills to make our product with the inbuilt quality, so that inspection can be reduced. I will not say it has been eliminated, but it can be reduced drastically, so that your cost of product will be go down, and your productivity will be higher, and your delivery will be also faster. So that is important. That is error prevention. For that we have to work on error proofing, that is error prevention, standardization, and continuous improvement. So this kind of things are there in the lean management. We can say it's a Kaizen, it is a SMAD, or it is a 5 years. Then all these lean management practices will help you to improve your quality, and uh, basically helps you in making the repeatability in your quality. That is very important, because repeatability in the quality or consistent quality will help you to get better orders and better business from your customer. Human skill development, as I told you, it is going to be a key factor in the future, because there are very less resources will be available in the foundry, as it is a dirty, dark and dangerous industry. But now we have to change it into a digital, dynamic and delightful workspace, and then only you can able to attract the new uh, blood or new young generation. That is another important factor. So human skill development is always required, especially in areas of you can say development, in areas of process design or product design. We have to work on those areas very drastically, and for that we need a uh, importance. You have to understand the importance of engagement of people. We have to retain the people. That is another important factor. We have to discuss on that how we can able to retain our resources, retain our assets, because always I say the people are your assets. So their skill improvement is important. We have to give priority to them. Teamwork is important. Once we have a good team, we have to see that they work with together. They work in as a team, because teamwork will help you in improving or multiplying your growth. Individual person cannot help you in your growth, but the team, as a team, if they work as a team, it will help you in your growth. So that is important. That leadership is going to be an important factor. Leadership will help you or guide you to achieve the goals, to achieve your mission, achieve your vision. And that is why the leadership always look forward to see next 5 years projections, next 5 years vision for your industry, for your company. And that is very, very important. Outcome of this is improved productivity and competitiveness. That is an important factor. Low cost is we can say uh, important factor, or you can say it is the requirement at the moment, because there are a lot of saturation coming up, lot of companies are coming, lot of expansions are going up, and because of the saturation, what is happened is the cost has been become one of the important factor. There are a lot of fights for the cost, lot of fights for the price. When we going for the order, there are a lot of fights for the prices, and that is why we have to reduce our cost so that we will be competitive in our in the market, in our product. So that is important. So low cost will be another important output if you have all these things with you. Then inbuilt quality, as I told you, it is a need of an era again. Technology, quality and human, which is the headline of today's topic: technology, quality and human. So technology is advancement in technology, that is automation, industry 4.0, AI generation. Quality must be part of a product. That's I already told you, because quality is should be inbuilt. It should not be just an inspection. It should be inbuilt in your product, so that the customer will be happy to take your product. We normally see many OEMs are now focusing on DOP, direct online. So DOL, that is direct online. So DOL is going to be a key factor in. If your quality is good, customer will allow you for a DOL. Once you are been allowed for the DOL, then definitely the trust that customer is putting on you is always a bigger one, and then there are always chances that you can grow your business with them for a long run. Employees are assets, not liabilities. I always explained you already that employees should be your assets, not the liability. We normally look at the employees as a liability. We have to pay them, but uh, it is not the case. They are the asset, because they can make changes, they can make improvements, they can innovate the things, they can multiply your growth. Not only machines, but humans are also important, and that is why humans, that is your employees, should be your assets. Make sure you remain in the game. In the overall this scenario, what is important is we should keep yourself in the game. Uh, there is a one probe. It is called as a Sir Salamato Pagri Pachas. So in a situation like this, when the war situation is there, lot of uh, political conditions are not doing well. So in that all situation, what is important? The US tariff issue is there, and all this situation. What is important that we remain in the game. We are there at least on the constant base, so that our profitability, our growth will not going on negative direction. So that is important that we remain in the game. To survive and to grow in the competitive environment, organization must continuously improve their product, processes and services. And for that, we have to improve your products, you have to improve your processes, you have to improve your services. Service is also important. Many times we sell the product, but we are not able to give proper service to the customer. Service not only after sale service, it is right from the uh, time when customer gives you an inquiry, or they gives, or they show send you the drawings. From that time service starts. How fast you are giving your quotation, how you are acting on the RFQs, whether you are adding some value to their RFQs, whether you are helping them to reduce the cost or reduce the overall economics of that product, whether how much time you take for the product to develop, is their first time right, is there your support to the customer for proving it on the line. So all these small things will be counted as your service by the customer, and each of them will help you to grow the business with the customer, because it somewhere it has been noted down, somewhere it has been ticked down that whatever you have done is in the uh, it is in the favor of customer or not. So that is an important factor. So your team has to uh, response such that maybe response is a right word. Many times we not responded to the customer, we are reacting to the customer. So that has to be changed. We don't have to react. Many times it happens that we have some issues with the drawing or some issues with the development or feasibility study. We our person go and react with the customer or argue with the customer. It not should not be the case. It should have to respond to the customer issue or respond to the customer problem, or you get a customer complaint and you we normally react onto the customer complaint and argue with the customer. But it should not be there. It should be instead of reacting, we should able to go and respond in a proper way, so that customer will also appreciate your efforts and he will help you in your business growth as a long term partner. So this is an important factor again. So it will help you in cost reduction, because innovations and continuous improvement will help you in cost reduction. Quality improvements will always be helpful when you improve your processes. Customer satisfaction, as I told you, if your services are good, customer satisfaction and customer delight. Not only satisfaction, but delight is also a new word or new phrase coming, because customer is satisfied is the one thing, but customer is delight will help you to grow. You can say a multiple times, because that delightment will help you to grow that customer business multiple times. So instead of satisfaction, you have to focus on customer delight. Innovation, we have to innovate some ideas, we have to innovate some processes, you have to innovate some basic things, so that you can able to improve the quality, you can reduce the cost, you can improve the productivity. So the innovation is an important factor. Employee development is another important factor, as already where skill development we have talked. But apart from skill development, you have to work on employee development. Not only you have to grow, but your employee also need to grow. They have to grow financially. They have to grow with respect to their skills. So they have to grow with respect to maturity. They have to grow with respect to how they behave with the customer. Their social and social responsibility has to improve, their thought process has to improve. All these things have coming into the concept of employee development. So employee development is also important because you not only grow your business, you have to grow the nation, and for developing the nation, we have to develop our employees as well, and then only we can remain for a long run. We can able to think about 5 years or 10 years or 15 years from now. Risk of not improving. If you do not improve, if you do not work all these things, you do not focus on these things, what will happen? It will only three things will happen. You will have a loss of market share. You will lose your business. You will lose your customer. You will lose your orders. Reduce the profitability. Profitability go down because you are not working on cost. You are not working on the quality. You are not working on the customer delight. So the orders will go down, your productivity will go down, your capacity utilization will be go down, rejection will increase, and all this will if eventually come to the customer dissatisfaction and reduce the profitability, and the you can say the last or the conclusion of this will be your business will be going down and down, and maybe you will be ill or sick industry in the in the near future. So that is why you have to improve. Without improvement, we're going to be a downtrend in the business, and that we don't want to do, because we will have to sustain, we have to improve, we have to keep yourself in the game, you have to remain ourselves in the game, then only we can able to grow. Change in customer requirements, there is an important factor, because 10 years back or 15 years back, the customer expectations were different, and today customer expectations are totally different. They are expecting a lot more than what we are expecting or we are thinking. Customers need are constantly evolving to the technology, lifestyle changes, and market trends, and that has to be noticed, and that has to be accept by us and improve accordingly, because customer is our god and he's giving us a business. So whatever changes or whatever expectations he are is having, we have to adopt it, we have to make our processes, make our business according to it. So business must be understand, adopt to the changing environment or changing requirements. So what are the changes the customer are now doing is, first, as I told you, they want inbuilt quality in the in your product. So whatever casting you are manufacturing, it should be aesthetically good. There should not be any aesthetic defect on it. It should look nice. Its surface finish should be good. It should be properly packed. If you are painting, doing the painting, painting should be proper. And then after good packing, you have to submit or give the sample to the customer within the time frame, and at particular place he wants. So all these factors come under the customer requirement or customer satisfaction, because if customer has certain demand, we have to adopt it, and we have to change our processes, our mindset accordingly. Earlier we are sending a bulk of castings to the customer. Now customer want it in specific fashion. We called it as a just in time. So we want 10 numbers at 11 o'clock, 5 numbers at 12 o'clock, then another 5 numbers at 1 o'clock. Then we have to provide like that only. We can't dump 25 numbers at a time to the customer, because he's trying to reduce his inventory at his area. He's trying to keep his line running according to the requirement, and he want us to feed that line accordingly by 10, 5 numbers as per given timeline. So we have to accept it, and we have to adopt those practices, and that is the important requirement that customer has changed in latest few years. Quality, as I told you already, is requirement has become stringent. They are become more we can say difficult, or uh, more kind of pressure is there for the quality of the casting. And last but not least, the cost. Customer is become competitive. As we are going from local to global, customer has become competitive, because there is a lot of saturation, lot of competition in the market. There are now n number of foundries are there. We have n number of competitors. So if somebody is asking for 10 rupees, then Another foundry may ask for 9.75 rupees, 9.5 rupees, and so we have to arrange our process, our business accordingly, so that we can able to sustain that cost and still we get some handsome profits. So here is the real challenge in the foundry industry, or the overall industry, that we have to adapt to the customer prices, and still we have to get certain amount of profit so that we can grow, or we can sustain, and we can make money out of that business. So it is another important challenge that we are facing right now. Change in the customer requirement, just I explained you, but again I'm going to the list of the expectation. There is a high quality, fast delivery, competitive pricing, personalized solution. That is another important factor is coming, because they want a solution from you, they want a value addition from you, because it is a hand holding with the customer and supplier, that they together come and develop a product or develop a process, so that better results can be achieved. Next important factor is excellent service. You have to give a good service to the customer. Business actions are important. Your response should be good. Gather customer feedback is another important factor. Analyze market trends. You have to understand where the market is going, which are the product that market is demanding, which technologies are going in the market, and which are coming uh, technologies we need to adopt. For example, in Fitling, we are seeing that a lot of foundries are now using those auto fettling machines, and with the time we may have to move to that. So that is another market trend. We have to slowly adapt to that change. We have to understand it. I have to understand the technology. We have to understand the economics, and slowly we can invest and get a part of that trade. Otherwise, what will happen? That everybody will go to the fettling, automated fettling. We are not going, and customer demand will be that you have to do the fettling with automation, and then you will become a lonely, because you don't have that technology. You have not shown the interest in the technology. You have not adopted that technology, and the customer will go away from you. So you have to look at that way also. Innovative in continuously, that is important. You have to do innovations in your processes. It will help you. Customer satisfaction and delight. So customer satisfaction occur when expectations are met. This is a difference, we understand it. The customer satisfaction occurs when expectations are met. They are asked for something. For example, you are going into the hotel and they are given a good food, and your expectations are met, you will be happy. But if they have given some good services, like they have offered you welcome drink, or they have offered you after eating some additional we can say sweet, or their their support you in sitting, all these factors will help you in not only in customer satisfaction, but it will be a customer delight, because you have done more than expected. That is, the expectation are exceeded. So we have, nowadays customer are expecting that you give a better things, or better uh, performance, or better services, though, so that you will have a customer delight. So customer satisfaction meets customer requirements. Reliable quality and timely delivery are important to get customer delight and customer satisfaction. Exceptional service, faster response, added value will help you to change your customer satisfaction to the customer delight. So that is an important factor, that you have to add value to the customer. You have to give fast response, and also expect exceptional services. For example, there is a customer complaint, and you received a customer complaint at evening at 5 o'clock from we can say 500 kilometer distance from your customer, and you send a person overnight, and in the morning 8 o'clock your customer find there is a person from the foundry is already there for the rework, segregation, and for the support, then he will be happy, because you are not only understand his situation, but you have responded with a proper way, with a faster way, and you have helped him to come out of that situation. It will help to improve the customer delight. So that is very important. So benefit will be customer loyalty will be more. You will get a repeated business and a positive referral from the customer. Many times whenever I see about the marketing, I thought about the marketing, the best marketing practices. We thought, and there are many best marketing practices are there, but I believe that the best marketing strategy is the mouth publicity from your customer. When your one customer says that my this supplier is an excellent supplier and he's giving me a best services and best solution, and when he's saying it to the other customer or other party, then that publicity is always a better marketing situation. It will give a more value to the marketing. So positive referrals will be a very important factor in growing your business. For that, what you have to do, you have to go to customer delight. Cost, quality, delivery, and service. So service is added, we can say added flavor to this, because not only cost, quality, and delivery, but service is also going to be a key factor. So these factors determine the business success and customer satisfaction. Again, I repeat, these factors determine the business success, because your cost is good, your quality is good, your delivery is good, and you have a good service, then no customer will take their business from you. No customer will be willing to move your pattern to other foundry, or they will not willing to give new inquiry or new business to other foundry, because they believe in your cost, believe in your quality, delivery, and service. So cost competitive pricing is important. Efficient operations are important to have that cost competitiveness. Quality defect-free products are to be there. You have to believe in your teams that you whatever production you are doing is a defect-free casting, or whatever production is manufactured, it is defect-free. It is without any defect, without any non-conformance. So that is an important factor. Consistent performance is important. Delivery on time, supply is important. Reliable logistic, because sending a part from one area to another area, that logistic team is also involved. So while transport or while transition, you have to take care of your casting or your product. It should not get damaged, it should not get delayed, it should not get misplaced, so that the customer will get it with the right quality at right place on right time. So that is very very important. Reliable logistics, that is why a very important partner of your business. Service, also we already discussed on this factor long. So next one is quick response. That is also we have discussed. Quick response on customer complaint, quick response on new product development is a very important. Effective support from your end will always help you to grow the confidence of your customer in you. Next one is waste identification and elimination. Waste is any activity that consumes resources without adding value. So what is waste? Waste is a activity that consumes resources. It consumes the resources, but it will not add any value to the customer or to the product. So that is called as a waste. So that has to be eliminated, because it is eating the resources, means it is eating the cost. It is adding the cost, but not adding the value. So it is, that is why it is called as a waste. So we have to identify it and eliminate it. Eliminating waste improves the efficiency and profitability. That is very important. We all know lead management have 7 waste, now 8 waste been added. So all these 8 are we can generally we say it as a team wood, or we can say team wood or Modi 2. We can bifurcate it as a overproduction, because overproduction will cost you more. It will have lot of ill effect of that. Waiting is another important factor. It will reduce or it will eat your capacity utilization. The transportation, it will import. It is very important factor for reducing your cost and time. Excess inventory will kill kill your cost, and also have some impact on the quality of the casting. Motion will drastically reduce the humans capability, humans working energy. It will kill your productivity. Over processing, again, you can say a rework, we can say it will cost driven factor. The defect, again, cost driven factor. And your capacity utilization, quality also hampers because of defect. And last but not least is the underutilized talent, and it is a new added waste in the list. Underutilized talent, we have a lot of talent, lot of skills, but we are not going to utilize it. Then what will happen? Unutilized skill will be engaged into the harmful things. It will kill your productivity, it will kill your efficiency, and one day it will go from your company to other company. So the retention of that unutilized skill, or utilizing the uh, unutilized talent, is going to be a key factor in the future. So you have to search for a good talent, you have to maintain that talent, and you have to use that talent for making innovations and the improvements also. Waste identification and elimination, the benefits are lower cost, you can reduce the cost, we can have faster processes and improved quality. Value added activity, we are talking about waste, that is a non value added activity earlier. Now we are talking about the value addition. Value addition is something that contributes directly to the customer satisfaction and to your profitability also, and also for the customer are willing to pay. That is called as a value for which customer is already paying. For example, we are putting a core inside the casting to make a certain design or certain hollowness in the casting, to have certain pocket in the casting. So for that, core cost has been given by your customer because it's a value addition. It is a part of a product, it is a part of a process, so they are willing to pay. Inspection cost is a non-value added activity. It is not adding any value to the product or to the customer, so they are not paying for the inspection. So that is very important, that we have to work on how we can add value to our product or to our processes. And for that, we have to change our scenario. For example, you are making cast iron, you have to go for ductile iron. Then certain other grades which are been value added grades. If you are doing only casting, you have to go for machined casting. If you are doing a hand molding process, you have to go for machine molding process. If you are giving only as-cast casting, you have to machine it. You are going with the machine casting, you have to try and make an assembly of the parts and give to the customer. All these things are value added activities, and those value added activities will help you to gain more business, and more importantly, it will help you to remain in the game, because replacing a foundry or replacing a product with a value addition is not an easy. For example, certain foundry is doing only casting, so replacing that foundry is a very simple thing. They just have to lift the pattern from one foundry and give it to another. It can be replaced immediately. But you are doing certain machining to that casting, then it is little difficult, because then your second source must have foundry as well as machining. They should have that machining capabilities. They should have certain machine which will suit to that machining process. So it is little difficult. Then we are doing casting, machining and assembly, then it is again very difficult, because then you have to not only change your foundry for pattern. You there the resources should have been machining as well as capabilities for the assembly. So replacing them is very difficult. So that is why the value addition is important. We have to choose certain processes, certain products where you can add value to the customer so that you are remaining in the game always. So the characteristics from that is the transform product or services meet customer requirements and improve usefulness of your resources. So utilizing your resources fully or effectively or efficiently are very, very important. For example, of the value addition is the product assembly, quality improvements, customization, focus on increased value addition, added activities, and reduce non-value added activities. That is very, very important. It has been one of the important factors noted in the lean management system, also lean management practices also, and foundries must follow this rule very, very strictly so that they can improve their improve their efficiencies, improve their value addition, and improve their profitability as well. Cost improvements and competitiveness. So cost improvement is another important factor. Cost improvement involves reducing the expenses while maintaining or improving quality. So cost improvement is important factor because we all know that the cost improvement involves the reducing expenses. If you want to improve your cost, you have two basic things. One is to you have to reduce your cost, or you have to get more price from your customer. Most of the time we know that the customer is not willing to give additional price to you, so the best way is to reduce your cost. So that is the way we can work on cost improvement, reducing the expenses and not asking customer more price, because again if you go and ask customer more price, he has certain resources available, they can give them in a lower price also. So you have to work on cost improvement first, and if it is not possible to maintain it in the cost improvement, then only you have to go to the customer and ask for the more price or better price. So the strengthen your competitiveness in the market, because once you have reduced your cost, you can able to give your product in a lesser price with a good quality and good service, and at right time to the customer, and it will help you to improve the capabilities and improve your relations with the customer. So this strengthens the competitiveness in the market. The methods, the process optimization, the way you can improve your cost by improving your processes, by waste reduction, automation, energy conservation. It is another important factor. We have not discussed much about that earlier. Energy is another important resources we have to work on. It may be in the form of power, it may be in the form of oil, diesel, water, whatever energy form we are using, that we have to use it very effectively, very efficiently, so that the cost will be reduced and we can able to sustain in the environmental aspect also. Benefit of that will be the higher profits, or lower cost will give you higher profits. Competitive pricing, it will help you to improve your business, grow your business, and increase the market share. So it will also help you improve the market share as well. So next point that we are going about is the environmental aspect. As you all know, the environmental aspect is another important factor. Business have a responsibility to minimize their impact on the environment while maintaining the profitability. So not only our aim is to improve the profitability, but our aim is also to see that whatever we are doing, it will not hampering the environment, it will not destroy the environment, it will not we are not doing something against the environment, so that environmental balance will go down, and it will it will rather help to disturb the life cycle. So that is very important. Energy efficiency is important here, waste reduction, water conservation is important, pollution preservation is important, because we have to prevention is important, because we have to reduce the pollutions, so that the natural resources, or we can say life balance, will be better in that way. Recycling initiative, we can say recycling of sand, recycling of many things are very important, because those are the natural resources which are going to be finished after certain time. So we have to use them very, very efficiently, very effectively, so that and whatever wherever possible we can reuse those resources. Reduce, reuse, and retain are the important words, or we can say four R that have been described, and that we have to work on those four R also to have better environmental aspect. Benefit of that is the regulatory compliance. It is a part of regular compliance, but I will say we have to do it by our heart, not because the legal or the regulatory compliance is there. We have to do it for the next generation. We have to do it for ourselves. We have to do it for our earth, our nation, and our family as well. So this regulatory compliance will be there. Improved reputation. It will help you in improving your brand value as well. If you are doing certain good things for the environment, for the society, it will add to your brand value. And sustainable growth, because as I told you, growth, sustainability, not only in the terms of economics, but it is in terms of environment and social is also important. Small improvements is equal to big effect. So we are moving toward the last couple of slides, last few slides. So small improvements is equal to big effect. We have to think that we don't have to make big changes or big improvements. We have to go by doing small, small things, small, small improvements, and those small improvements will help you to get a bigger result or bigger picture in the coming days. So I don't think, for example, somebody who is not having a practice of early waking. So somebody uh, waking around 7 o'clock in the morning, and he want to start with the yoga and early morning walking, all these things. So what he decided to get up at 5 o'clock instead of 7. It will be a difficult, because 2 hours early waking at a time will be a difficult. So what we have to do, we have to start 6:50 hours, only 10 minutes. Then you have to continue that for some time, and then again 6:50 to 6:30, then 6:15. Likewise, if you start reducing 10-15 minutes, small, small steps, and he will come up to 5 o'clock after certain time. So these are the small or incremental improvements that will help his life to grow, his life to change. So similarly in the industry also, we have to look after those small continuous improvements, which it is now commonly called as a kaizen, which will help you to improve and have a big picture or big effect in your organization. So standardization processes, procedures, and eliminating small process delay, that is we can say waiting is another factor that lean management is talking about, or 7 ways we're talking about. Eliminating a small process delay, or machine is waiting for the casting, or metal is waiting for the molds, or mold is waiting for the core. All these things will are the hurdles in your productivity. All these things are non-value added activities. All these things are the wastages that is adding cost. But if you start working on those things by putting small, small improvements, small kaizens by your team, then it will have a big effect in the long run. The benefit will be the higher productivity, better quality, reduced cost, and improved employee involvement. We already talked about the employee engagement earlier. The conclusion of this session is sustainability through continuous improvement. That is, continuous improvement is a very important focus on customer value. Customer is a god. Customer value. We have to value the customer. We have to give importance to the customer requirement, customer expectations. We have to eliminate the waste so that we can reduce our costs. We have to improve the quality so that customer will be happy. We have to empower our people, the skill development or the employee development, we can say, and protect the environment. That is social responsibility of ours to protect our environment. So these are important factors for this sustainability. The conclusion, we can say this is the QCD. Again, I believe in the QCD. Service can be added into that, because service, I believe it is a nowadays become a important factor. But QCD is always a big thing. Quality, cost, and delivery. It is customer wants all this from their suppliers. Customer want quality. Customer wants lower quality, lower cost, uh, best quality, and right time delivery. So if you want to keep our costs at minimum, so that you can have a competitive price with the customer, you have to reduce your rejection, you have to reduce your wastages, you have to keep proper quality, so that your delivery can be done on time. So to have less price and on time delivery, you have to work on your quality. So QCD is important. And apart from that, as I told you earlier, services, your service to the customer, response to the customer is also very important in that way. So the purpose of so to pursue continuous improvement every day, you have to work on continuous improvement every day, every minute, in every aspect. You have to work on the continuous improvements. That is a Kaizen. Small improvements today can create a sustainable success tomorrow. That is a very important message I am passing up to you. Is the small improvements today will create a sustainable success tomorrow. To have a sustainable success, sustainable growth for tomorrow, you have to invest your time, your money, your employees, all the resources for the small improvements today. So that small improvements today will help you for tomorrow's sustainable growth and sustainable success. So that is from my side. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. And if you have any questions, I'm there to answer it. Thank you.
Any questions, participants? Any questions? You can have words with the trainer. Any questions? I think there is no questions. We can go for a vote of thanks. Good evening to you.
Sir, I have a question. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
So this is Arul from Microstructure Consultancy. So when it comes to sustainability, so what are the international standards? I mean, people generally practice the Foundry, like ISO compliance.
For sustainability, there are not certain standards I have gone through, but the best thing in the sustainability is a lean management. If you have a good lean management practices, definitely you are going to sustain, because lean management will help you sustain the business, because lean management in fact has came for the sustainability. Because if you go through the various practices like 5S, then Kaizen, safety, then SMAD, then other practices like there is a DFW. All these things are being designed for your sustainability, to improve the things, improve the business practices.
Okay, sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. This is time for a vote of thanks. Good evening to everyone. On behalf of the Institute of Indian Foundryman, National Center for Skill Development and Chennai chapter, it is my privilege to propose vote of thanks for today's enlightening webinar on Foundry sustainability through improvement of QCD. First and foremost, we express our sincere gratitude to our esteemed guest speaker, Mr. Sandeep C. Kulkarni, Senior GM Foundry Menon Piston Ring Pvt Limited, Kolhapur, for sharing his valuable knowledge, practical experiences, and industry insights, and enhancing Foundry sustainability through improvements in quality, cost, and delivery. Your presentation has provided participants with practical approaches and strategies that can be effectively implemented in Foundry operations. We extend our heartfelt thanks to the leadership of Indian Institute of Foundryman, especially the National Center for Skill Development and Chennai chapter, for organizing this highly informative webinar and creating a platform for continuous learning and professional development. Our sincere appreciation goes to Mr.
V. Narasimhan, Mentor, NCSD, Mr. K. Dayalan Sir, Chairman, NCSD, Mr. S. Kumar, Chairman, IIF Chennai Chapter, Mr. P. Adilingam, Honorable Secretary, IIF Chennai Chapter, for this constant encouragement, guidance, and support in making this program successful. We also thank all the participants from various organizations and industries for enthusiastic participation, thought-provoking questions, and active interaction, which made these sessions more meaningful and engaging. A special note of appreciation goes to the organizing team, technical support team, and those working behind the scenes for ensuring smooth conduct of this virtual program. With this, I once again thank our distinguished speaker and every participant for joining us today. Thank you all. Keep learning and have a wonderful evening. Thank you all.